Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is LC with Law Crypto. Thank you for joining me today. Now, today I have a special episode for you. This is going to be the first episode of Sunday Therapy, okay? So I understand that a lot of people in the market, they just need some therapy just to talk them through some of the things that's going on in the market. We see a huge dip. The whole week has been red. It's been blood in the streets. And you have to ask yourself, we always want to have great buying opportunities. And when the market actually gives us good buying opportunities, then we're screaming bloody murder. So it's funny, like as a trader and as an investor, you have to look at it from both ways. You either want to buy while the market's red hot and you can see very bullish momentum, or you can wait for a nice correction where it makes a perfect dip and some good consolidation so you can buy on the cheap. When you buy things half off, that's how you generate wealth, okay? And this is what the market is giving us right now, at least from my opinion. And I wanna let you guys know in this first episode, basically some of the market trends that I'm seeing right now as far as the total market capitalization. Look at Bitcoin's price, look at Ethereum's price, because that's gonna show great correlation to what the rest of the altcoins are gonna do. And I wanna look at Bitcoin dominance one more time. So stay tuned, please like, subscribe, and share if you like content like this. Now, let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to discuss some ways that we can see some key levels to determine what's going on in the market. And of course, we have to look at Bitcoin for this factor because the dominance today is 48.8%. So we're under 50%. And as we understand, this past week, we have been in a red market and the market cap is right now almost 1.9 trillion. So we can look at this now and you see we had a nice little correction, which looks beautiful because to me, in order for us to continue to have a healthy market, we have to have these type of corrections. Now, naturally, no one wants to see it. No one likes seeing the portfolio down 60%. But I think as a whole, I feel like this is definitely a nice correction because we can go ultimately higher when we have this type of correction and it's allowing everything to take a nice little breather. So now let's look at Bitcoin to see where we can possibly go because what the technicals are showing me on the chart looks excellent. So I have Bitcoin pulled up here on the 2-hour chart on TradingView. And as you can see, I've been tracking Bitcoin, of course, like everyone else for a long time. And what we see here is if I have a retracement pull back to, let's say, the end of January 21 to our all-time high, right now we had dipped off our 50% retracement. So this is beautiful. Now, anybody that doesn't understand technical analysis, they just see all this bloody murder and they're running for their lives, right? But to me, I'm looking at these key metrics and seeing beautiful bounces that we're doing that is going to make sure we're stabilized. So this 50% retracement, like I said, is taking a nice little bounce. It's trying to find its way back over our 382 here. So I'll definitely like to see if we're going to start becoming bullish again in the short term. I need to see it bounce over this 382 and start to stabilize. And right there, when it starts to stabilize on our 382, you can see this baseline is going to bounce right on top of that as well. So you get a 2-for-1 there. Taking a look at our indicators, what our indicators are showing us is that we were extremely overstretched here where we made this point at the 50% retracement around 47,000. It actually didn't hit the 50% retracement if you look in there. Let me see if I can scroll in a little more. You can actually see that it did not hit the 50% retracement, but I always tell people you use these retracements as a spring. So it felt the gravity coming into play as it got closer to this 50% retracement, and it didn't even need to spring off the board because buyers had all orders in this area here, all right? So I think even if we touch $47,000, it's gonna be a load of buyers in here. It's not coincidence, it's not just lines floating in space. These levels are key places where whales and retail traders are having their price levels, and that's why we see beautiful moves off these points. If you look at our Stochastics RSI, it definitely shows that we started to become a little more bullish after we came into that price zone and we dipped back under our 50 line. So I want to see if this is going to become overstretched again. If you guys are buying Bitcoin on this dip, that is beautiful. You want to wait to see if we're going to become overstretched because it's showing that it's oversold. But I think when the market is going to start to become bullish again, we need to start to stabilize on top of this 50 line. And that shows that momentum has now changed. The buyers are now in position. The bulls are taking control. The bears are running out of steam. And also with our first confirmation indicator here, it shows that we are stabilizing on this level that I've noticed on our 2-hour chart, negative 20.89. It looks like Bitcoin likes to hit these levels a lot if it's to the downside or upside. So I put a nice line there. It looks like what we're doing, we're coiling along this line now. Interesting, right? So I want to see if it's going to continue to coil on this and start to bounce on top of it. And once we start to stabilize and bounce on top of it, I want to see us break back over the zero line. But right now, what I'm doing is buying the market. Other than Bitcoin, I'm buying a lot of altcoins right now because everything is on a fire still. I mean, wholesale. Get it upstairs. Get it while it's hot. 2-for-1 special. So I'm just loading up on everything, man. I can't let you know what to do with your money. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just what I'm doing with my money. Now, let me take you back into the past and show you what I've been seeing over the course of Bitcoin cycles. So if I scroll out to the day chart, as you can see here, I have points at every April. So every April I drew a vertical line basically showing what the price action was doing over the course of time through bear markets and bull markets. And the ultimate move here of the 2017 bull run, it was what? 1600%. So that was a massive move, and that took until, of course, December when we hit our all-time high. I feel like Bitcoin is still not nowhere close to this type of steam that we seen in 2017. Of course, we are at higher levels, but this is exponential growth, people. Okay, so what this level shows me was that if I scroll in here, I'm recording this video on April 25th, so let me just see what history has shown in the last bull market. It looked like we were still on a nice up and coming path there, and then we started to take a dip around May. Now, history does not repeat, but it certainly rhymes. And I'm seeing this dip here in May. I'm thinking maybe the market right now is reacting a little early compared to where we were in 2017. So traditionally, we like to see that Bitcoin and all altcoins are going to perform well in April. And it looked like we had a massive run in March. Typically, we're not that bullish in March. This year in 2021, we were very bullish in March. And now we're taking a nice little correction in April. Here, historically, we have a nice run in April. I'm speculating that now we're taking a nice dip in April, and we're going to start to now have a massive move in May. Now, this is outside of belief of everyone that analyzes charts, but all I can look at is the charts and give my own speculation. That means we're a little ahead of what Bitcoin and altcoins like to do. So I'm going to be looking for a nice healthy May because I feel like Bitcoin and the altcoin space still has so much steam left inside of it. So another thing that I want to see here is you can see this baseline. We've been making nice dips on top of it. We always want to make sure we're touching that baseline because it's showing that the market is not overstretched. That means we have not went into a parabolic cycle yet, people. Okay, so it's now correcting. It went through the baseline. I'm thinking that's just going to give us enough health to continue to grow further. Let me scroll out a little bit here. So as you can look at this chart in 2020, I'm seeing that it's been doing a nice bit of dips on our baseline and going through the baseline for some time, and it's showing that it's very healthy. The market is showing great corrections that can take us further. And right now, it's the ultimate health that we need. It's because everyone's been making massive amounts of money. Even dumb money has been making a lot of money, okay? So we're going through the baseline to cool off a little bit. It's gonna shake out a lot of weak hands. It's gonna shake out people that's been over leveraging their accounts. And what we're gonna do, we need to blast through again and start to stabilize on the baseline before we start going a lot further. So I'm loving what Bitcoin is showing me right now. And let me just take you through the market to see what else is going on out there. As you can see, I've been looking at a nice little cup and handle back from January 2018. It looks like we have made a nice swing, and right now we're breaking out of that cup and handle. Let me get some of these out of here. We broke out beautifully, and it hit some of my levels here. So my two levels that I had for Ethereum was 22,000 and 23,000. We have blasted through that, and I think it's going to be a massive move that we're going to continue to keep making. Even during this bearish week that we've been seeing, Ethereum has still made an all-time high. What is that telling you? That's telling you, even though Bitcoin is, Bitcoin's a prima donna sometimes. Whenever Bitcoin catches a little fit, it can suck all the air out the room. With Ethereum is showing now, is breaking away from the Bitcoin correlation. It has made an all-time high. That means money is pooling into Ethereum and Ethereum projects. So if you hold ERC20 tokens, that is going to also rise with Ethereum's price. With it being an altcoin season, all these other coins and ecosystems, such as even Binance Coin, are going to grow in value because all this money is now not going into just Bitcoin. It's starting to spread into some of the other altcoins. What are the top altcoins that people are going to invest in that don't know anything about cryptocurrency? It's going to be your first top 10. And then after the top 10, it's going to be your top 100. And it's going to start to go down into some of the more risky, what some people will call risky, coins. Okay, those low market caps, those mid market caps, those are the coins that's going to get us exponential growth, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to invest in projects that's going to outcompete Bitcoin, because if you're investing in a low cap gem, it's not really a low cap gem if it doesn't beat Bitcoin's price. Just invest in Bitcoin. Okay, I believe in Bitcoin and the future of Bitcoin. I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, but in a bull market and in an altcoin market, I'm looking to outcompete Bitcoin. That is my goal. So some of these altcoins are going to be huge. I really don't even consider Ethereum an altcoin anymore, but it is making waves right now. All right, so right now I have our total pulled up, the total crypto market cap, and what you can see here is we've been doing some massive moves. Of course, if you've been in crypto all year and in 2020, you know what we've been experiencing. And again, what I showed you on Bitcoin's chart, we've been doing nice staircase step ladders up and further beyond. What we're seeing here now is we're right here on our baseline. The total market cap is right there on the baseline, showing great movement. And what we can see here is this nice extended candle. It looked like we went through, boom, price immediately started to break back to the upside because it showed that it was overstretched. It's being unreasonable, it's being a prima donna, it's being dramatic. Okay, so right here at this point, you can see that we were in overbought territory, so it needed to take a nice little cool off. And guess what? The overall market cap is bouncing right here, or not, let me not say bounce right now, but it's touching our zero line. The zero line is the midway between this range. We love to see price action trade between this range. And what it's doing is now trying to figure out if it's going to continue to go through the zero line, or are we going to make a bounce and continue to be healthy. But this now gives us enough strength to go even further. Just because our indicators show that we went down doesn't mean price action is going to continue to go down. Once we start to stabilize, you see here again, overbought territory. If we go down, we're cooling off. It's going to catapult further in price and overall value that's pouring into the crypto space once we start to show momentum going to the upside again. So let me look at the Stochastics RSI. Let me throw a nice little 50 line in there. And boom, guys. Oh man, so I mean, like I said, I have a completely different trader mentality than anyone watching this video. But if you're anything like me, when I see stuff like this and it goes into overstretched, oversold regions, that is sexy to me. Okay, I feel like, man, like y'all think I'm crazy, but I feel like this thing is going to now, once it starts to show signs of being bullish again, this is going to be one of the huge opportunities for people to become wealthy. This is going to be one of the huge opportunities for people to actually make some crazy amounts of money in this market, because we're not going to see things like this again. We're going into altcoin season. This is my belief. We're in altcoin season right now, but we're entering the summer months. I believe the summer months is going to be one of the most stable, secure places that altcoin season is going to give us great returns. I don't think the bear market is going to enter in the summer. I think it's going to enter toward the end of the year. No one can perfectly time the market, but I feel, my belief, my speculation is the summer months, man, the summer months is going to give us a nice return, and we're not going to see a dip like this again the whole summer. Okay, I don't think we're going to see a dip like this the whole summer. And what we can see is what we've been consistently doing is trading in and out of this range. I feel like this is going to continue to happen, but this huge sell-off, I don't think prices are going to be this low once money starts to pool into the market again, because one, If it's altcoin season, that means Bitcoin is going to continue to lose its dominance. If Bitcoin continues to lose its dominance, that means the money that's going to pour into the market are going to go into other coins. Bitcoin is going to continue to raise in price, but the other altcoins are going to make an astronomical growth compared to Bitcoin. That is what altcoin season means. So if you're bullish on any project, I can't give financial advice again, but this is a great time to buy. Okay, so again, just looking at the total market cap here outside of Bitcoin, what we see here is the same structure. We're taking a dip and it's holding actually over this baseline. So here, with Bitcoin included, we're trading right now currently a little under baseline, and we want to see a close to see if the dip is going to continue to go down further or if it's going to close and start to go back bullish. Baseline right here is going to show some nice indication that we're going to stop the bleeding. But again, the total market cap outside of Bitcoin is already trading over that daily baseline. I'll let you guys take whatever you want from it, but it looks like altcoin season is going to be a good one this year. Again, just giving you guys another indicator here. I have this Bitcoin dominance chart, just pulling it out here. What you can see is when I first started covering Bitcoin dominance, check out my video on Bitcoin dominance to understand what it means. But what we see here is we made a nice move down about 18% from where, what was this? This was the end of March. So April has still been showing a nice run that altcoins are winning dominance over Bitcoin, and that is very healthy for me. I think once we start to become bullish again, let me just go into the chart. Once we start to become really bullish again, I feel like Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to go down, even though Bitcoin's price is going to go up. And this level here, when we reached a all-time high back in 2017 or January 2018, I feel like that Bitcoin dominance of 35.17% is going to not even be close to what we're going to see now. And again, this thing here, don't mind this. That's just levels that I set. I think we're going to operate within 5 waves. I don't think we're going to go down to 5% of Bitcoin dominance. I just show this because once we start to make moves and get bounces, I'm going to adjust this how I see fit with what price action is showing me. So don't look at any of this now, but I do think we're going to shoot past this Bitcoin dominance of 35%, what we've seen prior, and start to see a level such as 2368. Okay, let me put that in white here. So again, don't look at my other 2 levels. That was just some situations I was playing out. But you guys, I don't want to break down all that for you. So right here, 23.86%. This is LC speculation. It may not hit 23% of Bitcoin dominance this year, but with everything that we have going on right now with DeFi, which is huge and it's changing the world, not just cryptocurrency. DeFi is changing the world within cryptocurrency. And also with NFTs, with this mass exposure to NFTs right now, I feel like, man, this is going to be one of the biggest bull markets that we've ever seen. And you guys need to stay tuned. So I think 23.68 of Bitcoin dominance we're seeing this year, it is not at all too much to ask for. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you like content like this, I'm going to keep coming to you with it because it's good to have a good state of mind when you're trading. When you're buying under pressure or you're selling under pressure, that is always a good way for you to lose money. If you're trying to buy in because you're FOMOing, that's a good way to lose money. You're buying at tops. If you're selling at bottoms when it's a correction and you're not buying at these times, that is also a good way to miss out on opportunities. Now, I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. I just understand when I see a discount in the market, I'm definitely going to take advantage of it. That's just what I'm doing. And I had to remember that my sentiment is also seeing that the market is not yet where it's supposed to be toward the end of the bull run. I think this has a lot more room to grow. And I had to take my overall philosophy into account when we have these corrections. So let's make smart buying decisions. And like always, I'm going to keep finding ways for us to make money. 1.